Scorpio, listen closely. Something precious is slipping away from you right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, while you go through the motions of your day, something or someone that once vibrated in tune with your soul is drifting further, and you don't even notice. You can feel the ache, though. Can't you? That quiet pull in your chest that whispers, something's wrong. It's not paranoia. It's your intuition, the ancient radar that every Scorpio is born with, trying to wake you up before it's too late. Pluto, your ruler, has been whispering warnings for months. It's been pushing you to release what no longer serves you. But you've resisted. You've been clinging to control, pretending that if you hold tighter, nothing can slip through your fingers. But Scorpio, control isn't safety. It's suffocation. You think you're protecting yourself, but you're building a tomb around your own heart. And while you guard yourself from being hurt again, you're quietly losing the very thing that gives your life meaning, emotional truth. Right now, while you watch this, someone in your life is losing faith in your silence. They crave the raw, unfiltered version of you, the one who feels everything too deeply, loves too fiercely, hurts too honestly. But lately, you've been showing only fragments. You've been playing the calm, unreadable version of yourself because it feels safer than being known. And soon, that person or that opportunity will walk away, not out of anger, but out of exhaustion. They can't connect with the mask you keep wearing. For Scorpios born between October 23rd and November 2nd, the loss forming now is emotional. A relationship that mirrors your shadow side is testing whether you'll finally drop your armor. For those born between November 3rd and 12th, it's purpose, that deeper calling you've been ignoring. And for those born between November 13th and 22nd, it's time, the quiet passage of days you keep promising to use when you're ready. But Pluto does not wait for readiness. It demands rebirth. Now, the truth is simple and brutal. Every time you refuse to change, you lose something real. Every time you numb yourself, you drain the color from your future. The universe is not punishing you, Scorpio. It's provoking you. It's showing you the cost of delay. You can keep hiding, or you can wake up and face what you already know in your bones, that the person you were is dying, and the one you're meant to be is waiting on the other side of that death. So open your eyes, look at what you're losing before it's gone. Look at the person who still believes in you, the dream that still waits for your courage, the truth you've been avoiding. Life isn't asking you to be perfect, it's begging you to be real. And if you don't choose authenticity soon, Pluto will choose it for you. Because the universe doesn't take what you love to punish you. It takes what you cling to, so you can finally remember who you are without it. Scorpio, you've always believed that control keeps you safe. You hold your emotions like a weapon, sharp, hidden, and ready. You let people see the blade, but never the hand that trembles beneath it. That's your illusion of power, the idea that if no one knows how deeply you feel, no one can hurt you. But here's the truth, the stars are screaming into your bones right now. Your control is not saving you. It's starving you. Every time you silence your truth, you lose a part of your soul. Every time you hide your pain behind that perfect calm, the universe takes note and asks, how long will Scorpio keep pretending? Pluto and Mars, your cosmic rulers, are pulling at opposite ends of you. Mars wants to act, to speak, to burn everything false to the ground. But Pluto whispers, wait, manipulate, protect. You live in that tension, torn between eruption and restraint. And in that battle, you're losing what truly matters. Because while you think you're protecting your heart, you're actually closing the door on love itself. The people who could understand you can't reach you through the walls you've built. You've mistaken isolation for strength. The universe is giving you signs that this approach no longer works. Every emotional outburst lately isn't weakness. It's your soul cracking through the armor. Every dream that keeps repeating, every song that makes you cry for no reason, every person you push away just before they get too close, these are not coincidences. They are cosmic alarms. Scorpio, your transformation is overdue. For Scorpios born between October 23rd and November 2nd, you're facing the consequences of holding grudges too long. Forgiveness is not for them, it's the key to your next life chapter. For those born between November 3rd and 12th, the control you've been clinging to in your career or ambitions is blinding you to something greater. The passion that first made you start, you've been surviving when you should be creating. And for Scorpios born between November 13th and 22nd, the battle is internal. You're trying to master your emotions instead of mastering the art of feeling them. The stars are clear, it's time to surrender, not submit. Mars is asking you to burn away fear. Pluto is asking you to bury the ego that feeds it. Together, they are tearing down your old identity so something pure can rise. You may feel like you're losing control, but what you're really losing is the lie that control was ever real. Life doesn't want your perfection. Scorpio, it wants your participation. It wants you raw, unguarded, alive. Right now, the universe is offering you one of two fates. If you keep resisting, Pluto will take away what you love to teach you humility. If you let go, it will give you rebirth and power beyond anything you've known. The only difference between destruction and transformation is whether you fight it or surrender to it. You are ruled by the element of water, not the irn. You were never meant to freeze. You were meant to flow deep, unstoppable, dangerous. In your beauty, the moment you stop clenching your fists and start trusting your current, life will return everything you thought you lost in a form stronger than before. Because the universe never punishes Scorpio, it refines you. And what feels like death now is only your next evolution calling. Scorpio, this is the part of your story where everything that once terrified you starts bowing before you. The heartbreaks, the betrayals, the losses. All of them have been your silent teachers. You thought they broke you, but they were actually chiseling you into shape. Every scar has become a mark of initiation. Every person who walked away was clearing space for something greater. You were never being punished. You were being prepared. Right now, Pluto, your ruler, is demanding one final act of honesty, not with others, but with yourself. The truth is, you've been running from your own shadow. You've tried to outthink it, outwork it, outlove it. But your shadow doesn't want to destroy you. It wants to join you. It's every feeling you buried because you thought it made you weak. Jealousy, rage, grief, longing. These emotions are not your downfall. They are your depth. You are not meant to erase them. You are meant to wield them. Scorpio, no other sign can transform pain into purpose the way you can. When you channel your wounds instead of hiding them, they become art. They become insight. They become intuition so sharp that you can see the truth in someone's eyes before they even speak. That's not darkness, that's your superpower. You were born under the sign that rules resurrection for a reason. Every ending you've ever lived through has taught you how to rebuild. You've become fluent in rebirth. You are the soul that knows how to die and still come back stronger. The universe is ready to return your power, but only if you stop pretending you don't want it. You've spent too long apologizing for being too much. Too intense, too emocional, too honest. But your too much is exactly what makes you unforgettable. You are ruled by depth, not by comfort. You were never meant to fit into a world that fears feeling. You were meant to lead it back to authenticity. Right now, your chart is glowing with Mars energy, raw, courageous, unstoppable. This is not the time to hide. It's the time to act. Speak the truth you've been biting back. Tell the person you love that you love them. Walk away from the situation that drains you. End what's already dead. Pluto rewards bravery. It doesn't reward perfection. The more you risk being real, the more the universe rearranges itself around you. And here's the secret that no one tells Scorpio: the moment you stop fearing your own darkness, you become untouchable, because nothing outside of you can scare you anymore. The storm is no longer around you, it's within you. And it listens to your command. So rise now, not as the victim of your past, but as the author of your next chapter. The world feels your energy shifting. They sense it, that quiet danger of rebirth that always follows your pain. Because when Scorpio turns pain into power, nothing, not destiny, not loss, not even fear itself, can stop what's coming next. Scorpio, this is the moment when your silence turns from protection into prophecy. You've walked through the inferno of your own, and you've learned that destruction isn't the end, it's the birthplace of creation. The world is shifting around you now, because your energy has changed. You no longer move from fear. You move from knowing. You've stopped asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and started whispering, "It happened for me." And the universe finally bows in acknowledgement. Every Scorpio goes through 3 stages: the scorpion, the serpent, and the phoenix. Most never make it to the 3rd. But you've bled enough to earn your wings. You've mastered what others avoid, the art of death and rebirth. Pluto has stripped you of everything that was false: the pride, the obsession, the need to control. And in that void, something magnificent has emerged. You are no longer reacting to life, you are creating it. People will begin to sense it before you even speak. Your presence will feel like an awakening, beautiful, unsettling, magnetic. They won't know why they trust you, why they confess things they've never said aloud, why they can't look away when you walk into a room. It's because your energy carries truth, and truth, Scorpio, is contagious. You have become the mirror through which others see themselves clearly for the first time. But this new chapter brings a sacred responsibility. You're no longer meant to dwell in chaos. You are meant to translate it, to guide others through the same fire you survived. You were given your pain not to hoard it, but to use it as a torch. That's the essence of your rulership under Pluto regeneration. To take what is broken and breathe life into it again. When you speak from your scars, your voice becomes medicine. When you love despite fear, you turn poison into healing. This is also where your relationships transform. You no longer attract people who want to tame you, only those who can match your intensity. Surface connections fade. Soul bonds deepen. You will begin to meet those who have done their own shadow work, who don't flinch when they look into your eyes. With them, you won't need to perform. You'll simply be, and together, you'll move mountains. The cosmos is preparing you for alignment, the kind that changes timelines. Mars is energizing your will, while Neptune awakens your empathy. You're learning the divine balance between power and compassion, between control and surrender. This is where your destiny unfolds, when you stop trying to dominate the world and start collaborating with it. Scorpio, you've become what you were always meant to be, a living paradox. Both the destroyer and the healer, both the storm and the calm. The world feels your transformation. It's drawn to you because you are proof that resurrection is real. You no longer carry your pain as a wound. You wear it as an emblem. And now, as the phoenix spreads its wings, the stars whisper that something extraordinary is coming, not an ending, but a purpose. Scorpio, this is the final revelation, the moment where everything you've endured finally makes sense. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every night you thought would destroy you was never random. It was choreography. The universe has been sculpting you in secret, carving out the parts that could not carry the power you were meant to hold. Now, With Pluto standing still in your chart, the lesson is clear: you were never broken. You were being reforged. You've reached the part of your story where fear no longer rules you. You've made peace with endings. You understand now that loss is not punishment, it's precision. The universe removes what blocks your evolution, not what you need. What you're losing now is simply what cannot survive your next level of truth. Every door that closes is an act of mercy, not cruelty. Every goodbye is protection. When you realize this, grief stops being your enemy. It becomes your teacher. You were not born to live softly. You were born to shake foundations. The Scorpio destiny is transformation, not for comfort, but for impact. You are here to awaken others by example, to show that death and rebirth are not metaphors but living processes. You've gone through them over and over again: the friend you outgrew, the lover you lost, the dream you buried, the self you shed. Each time, you rose stronger, quieter, sharper. That's the rhythm of your soul: destruction followed by creation, over and over, until you become unstoppable. Now, the universe is asking you to share that power. Your words, your energy, your presence, they no longer belong only to you. They are medicine for others walking through their own fire. You've become a living embodiment of resilience, a guide through the underworld. When you speak, you don't inspire with theory. You inspire because you've lived the ending and proven that light exists beyond it. The alignment between Mars and Neptune in the coming months will amplify this gift. Your intuition will expand. Your influence will grow. You'll begin to attract people and opportunities that mirror your purpose. But be warned, this is not fame for its own sake. Its impact, its depth. You're not here to entertain. You're here to transform. Every time you show up authentically, every time you refuse to dilute your truth, you realign the entire frequency of your world. And that, Scorpio, is your destiny: to remind humanity that strength is born from surrender, that beauty lives inside chaos, that even darkness has light when it belongs to someone unafraid of seeing it. You are the soul that walks through endings and turns them into beginnings. You are the sign that teaches rebirth. You are not the storm. You are what remains after it: raw, luminous, indestructible. So when people ask what happened to you, tell them the truth. You died, but it didn't stick. You burned, but you didn't fade. You became what the stars always intended, the living proof that no matter how deep the night gets, there is always something within you that knows how to rise.